In most instances, peel and shear are valid tests, and they do adequately represent the quality of the seam. However, there's some cases where they don't. If you look at this sample here, this is a sample of a seam. It's an LLDPE, and it looks pretty cruddy when you give it a visual examination. Peel and shear may pass on this material. LLDPE has significant elongation properties when compared to HDPE. So while HDPE may be more likely to break or peel, sometimes LLDPE is going to elongate before it peels, and it may give you a false representation of the sample. It's important to look beyond peel and shear, and is there really an intrinsic problem with this seam? There's always some key indicators when a technician is walking a seam. There's things looking at the tracks, whether the track changes in appearance, penetration depth of the track, same thing for extrusion welds. Does the weld change? Things that are obviously visual indicators of suspect areas, but sometimes the visual indicator doesn't necessarily mean the seam is bad, and sometimes it does. And sometimes there's no visual indicator that there is a bad seam. Likewise, there's instances where the seam may be crystallized. There may not be enough squeeze out or pressure on the weld, but yet the peel test is not going to show this. It needs to be looked at a little closer. The laboratory has a chance to look at the coupons and determine if there's any crystallization or other potential problems with the seam. They can see that with a microscope, the area where the two sheets are joined together, and see if there's any problems, if it's thoroughly bonded, if it's homogeneous. Where the naked eye, it's hard to see such things. Most of the labs today, if you want extra information from them, they'll provide information on failing coupons. However, it's rare that they provide any information on passing coupons. I believe as an industry, these are the type of questions we need to be answering moving forward so that we can guarantee quality installations for the future.